Hello, I'm Robin from Electrical Experience, and today we're looking at Panasonic's ST50 series sets. The ST50 range, available at 42, 50, 55 and 65 inch sizes. It sits in the middle of the Panasonic range, something of a Cinderella set more than anything else. People tend to ignore it because of the VT and GT series sets above it, but you shouldn't. It's got some amazing features, some phenomenal performance attributes. It's just a great all-round TV set. Obviously, it's a full 1080p set, supports 24 frames per second, so on Blu-rays you get the perfect cinema look to the image. 2000 Hz processing, so incredibly good motion handling, absolutely staggeringly good for fast motion like football, action movies and stuff like that. Active 3D, doesn't ship with any glasses, but they're not too expensive, thankfully. Full smart, as you'd expect. I'll show you a little bit more of that later on. Full web browser. Some of the actual measurements for the set are quite extraordinary. You've got a panel response time of 1,000th of a millisecond. A native contrast ratio of 5.5 million to 1, so you get absolutely astonishing black levels, great colours, fantastic balance all the way across. Other features: connectivity, 3 HDMI sockets, 2 USB sockets, component video input for older DVD players that support component video via progressive scan, give you the best possible picture quality that way. You've even got RGB SCART via a supplied adapter as well, which is perfect if you've got older skyboxes and non-HD stuff. Gives you the best possible picture quality from it. An SD card reader, which, as you're probably aware, most cameras these days have SD card readers built into them. So it's very simple: pop the card out the camera, pop it in the side, you've got a great big digital photo frame. The set's obviously got wireless connectivity built into it. Again, if you've got the opportunity, though, wire it via an Ethernet cable if you can, it's quicker. It supports wireless end, so it's quicker than most TVs that it goes up against. Updates very quickly if you have any firmware updates. A very, very decent set. In terms of things it can do, which I think are pretty good, you've got flawless blacks, basically governed by the fact that you've got 5.5 million to 1 contrast ratio, and it's a native figure. Being a plasma, you've got perfect motion handling as well, because believe it or not, the response time is 1,000th of a millisecond, which means it's absolutely lightning quick. It also has advantages for 3D as well. Getting away with problems with a phenomenon called 3D cross talk. Ultra wide viewing angle, even though I'm sat very wide angle on this picture, I can see it perfectly. Very rare in most big screen TV sets these days. Another feature is very, very tough panels. Modern sets can be quite fragile. If you've got any kids in the household, it means it can stop you having a nasty insurance claim if something bounces off the front of it. We'll look at some of the more advanced features of the TV set. The first thing is obviously the set's a smart TV, so we'll just show you quickly what that looks like on Panasonic's web portal. Very quick, he says, hopefully. There we go. Similar to everything on all the Panasonic sets, they all have the same interface. Very simple and easy to navigate your way around it. If you look, the opening page features BBC News, BBC iPlayer, a new MySpace account system, YouTube, BBC Sport, Ace Tracks Movies. Keeps the display in the middle of the screen for what you're watching, whether it's normal TV or a disc or whatever. Go to the next page. You've got Skype via an optional camera, Netflix, I think everybody knows what that is. iConcerts, there's various concerts you can upload from various popular performers out there, some good ones to be quite honest. Euronews, a news service, basic setup for this particular side of the TV set. Dailymotion, another one of the news services that are out there, Eurosport News as well. On the next page, you've got the full web browser, which is down the bottom left-hand corner here. CNBC news with Russian news as well, various games that you can have with it, shoutcast radio, even play chess if you feel you're that bored. Well set up. Then to your social networking sites, you've got Facebook and Twitter with space for other bits and pieces that will be along at some stage in the future. Just come out of that very easy, one button press, go back to where we were. Connectivity, the back panel. Well laid out, some thought gone into it. The first one here is the Ethernet port. Basically, if you've got the facility to wire it to your hub if it's close to the TV set using a cable, do it. It'll give you a faster and more reliable connection. Alongside it, you've got your aerial input. The set's equipped with Freeview HD, so a well-aligned antenna will give you great high-definition broadcast bit images. Optical output, ready for connection to your home theatre amplifier or home theatre system to give you 5.1 sound if it's supported via the broadcaster. Adapter input there, with the Panasonic unit, it is supplied with various adapters. You've got component video, as I mentioned earlier, which is great for legacy connections to older DVD players that support progressive scan via component, give you the best possible picture quality from them. Via a SCART adapter, it will give you RGB on SCART, so again, if you've got an older Skybox that isn't high definition, it gives you the best possible image quality from that as well. Along the side here, you've got 3 HDMI inputs. The centre one, HDMI 2, supports ARC, audio return control, which is a modern connection method, which with new AV amplifiers and new home theatre systems supports audio return from the TV set back to the amplifier unit. It cuts down on the cables, makes it simpler and easier to wire up and simpler to operate. Above it, you've got your 2 USB slots, and then above that, you've got the SD card reader. Essentially, you've got everything you could ever want on a television set.